speaking. On the racetrack, actually, Daniel Suarez was on the racetrack for his qualifying effort moments ago. Now on the track, it's the 50 of Jason Fensler out of Wilton, California. Suarez was third quick, and Fensler goes to the top of the charts. 18.513 seconds.
We know this is a good car. This is actually the car that Augie Vidovich won with here back last summer.
Yeah, the July race, Augie Vidovich claimed the victory, and then the car goes to Jason Fensler for the All-Star race, and it is fastest of the 22 that have been on the racetrack.
We know that's a fast car. Let's see if we can take a look. Watch his hands, Rick. He had a little bit of a handful here.
Yeah, sawing on the wheel is an understatement.
Well, it was fast, though. 18.513 for Jason Fensler.
And let's go to Dick Berggren.
Jason Fensler, fastest man in California. How wild a ride was that?
You know, Roger Bracken, my crew chief, freed it up for qualifying, and I thought we went a little too far, but I don't think it will stay up there, but a solid job for the Cass family. I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to be out here, and MTFX Graphics, and the Facebook fan car is off to a good start.
What they say in Days of Thunder, loses fast? I think so. Jim Trado.
With Derek Thorne has been really fast. And I know you feel into the hands of Derek Thorne in the 44. He's on the outside.
Starting seventh.
Green flag in the air. We're underway. They're already 3 wide. Jason Fensler, the 50 car, jumps down to the bottom. Saw in the late model race, guys taking advantage of the low line around this racetrack, and early on here in the K&N Pro Series, we're seeing guys also try that apron.
Let's call it 4 wide.
4 wide coming out of turn number 4. That was the 20 of Eric Holmes. It's taking the below the white line route.
Jason Bowles, the 75 car, the black and white car on the bottom of the racetrack, and Eric Holmes went below him.
Mayhew at the 19 up on the high side.
We are the yellow car.
To the 21 right in the middle. Jason Bowles in the 75. Trying to work his way around Andrew Ranger in the 35. Here comes Holmes. Look at the inside of Germán Quiroga.
Well, they're all stacked up on the outside in the middle of the racetrack, and Eric Holmes said, plenty of room down here on the bottom.
Eric Holmes trying that low line around this racetrack to get just 6 degrees of banking at the bottom of this track. And on fire in turn 1.
Caution, running third.
3 and 4. Derek Thorne's had some great restarts, and once again he does it as the green flag flies.
He is on the button with that restart here, but
Brandon Newberry sideways, and Sean Case hard into the outside wall. I think Eric Holmes got
All kind of carnage.
He's got a great battle with the 50 of Jason Fensler.
Junior in the 6 car in the battle for second.
Jason Fensler of Wilton, California, trying to get by Darrell Wallace Jr.
Jason only has a handful of starts in the series, but he's already a winner. He won back in 2008 at Altamont Speedway.
Jason Fensler's car is the one that Augie Vidovich won at this racetrack in July.
Seen some brake rotor heat already on a lot of these cars. Here's Johnny Bornham in the 8 car. Saw his brake rotor for a minute. Now Fensler pulls to the inside of Darrell Wallace Jr. to battle for second.
Darrell Wallace Jr. staying on the high line. Fensler going way down to the white line, the bottom of the racetrack. They come out side by side of turn 4, but that momentum propelling Darrell Wallace Jr. in front of Fensler. Remember, this race is broken into 3 segments. We're coming up on the halfway point of the first segment. First segment is 100 laps. The second segment is another 100 lap segment. And then a shootout at the end, just 25 laps. Derek Thorne has been dominant in this first segment.
A lot of these drivers can't wait till that intermission to make some change into these cars.
They have 3 sets of tires. The set that was on the car when they started the race, and then they have 2 sets in their pit area. So I'm sure they'll be changing tires topping them off with fuel when they're able to make that stop, but then make those important adjustments. Right now, Derek Thorne's probably saying, this car is perfect.
Yeah, he wishes there would be 100 laps straight, no intermission, no half-step, no anything. Trouble, big wreck on the racetrack.
And Lucas Lassier in the 81 involved in this. Darrell Wallace Jr. as well as Fensler, they were running for second. This is the fourth caution.
Yeah, we're spun out over there in the coming off the corner, man.
This must have happened right in front of our leaders.
Running third.
You see a little bit of damage to the left rear of that Toyota.
The hell was that all about, Darrell?
Darrell Wallace Jr. down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Can't help to think he might have checked up a little early on Jason.
Like the tires are up.
But yeah, we're
That's saw the 81.
A lot of damage to this car.
Lucas Lassier in the 81.
running third.
The rear bumper that's completely that time.
So we're going to restart 29th.
Trying to make it 3 wide as they come out.
Way back here.
Here, personally, 5 years ago, actually last year in this race.
Fensler, the rotors blowing on that number 50, making his way by Dale Quarterly.
He's made his way all the way back up in this battle for the 11th position. How about Dale Quarterly? Won the last chance race. That's Johnny Boredom in the 8 car in front of Dale Quarterly. He was also in that last chance race yesterday, and they're right now running 10th and 11th. Gets in the back of Quarterly.
Sideways goes Quarterly, and now we've got problems. Chad Boat.
Last year finished in the 4th spot. Son of Billy Boat, longtime IndyCar competitor and winner. Go for AJ.
Fensler in the 50. Now trying to make his way back up toward the front after struggling early in this race. Well, by the slower lap traffic, it's the 14 of Travis Milburn. Fensler scored in the 11th position.
Side-by-side racing all over the racetrack. Fensler jumps to the inside of Steve Wallace. The battle for the 8th position.
Momentum with Wallace propels him by Fensler in the 50. Thorne has almost a 2-second lead over Andrew Myers, and it's Mayhew, Pursley, and
running 8th.
Top 5. Gomez, Kennington, Wallace, Fensler, and Haraka, your top 10.
Trying to make his way back to the front. You see all the damage on that car from that incident with Darrell Wallace Jr. Doesn't appear to have slowed the car down much.
These two continuing to battle for that 8th spot, Fensler and Steve Wallace. Wallace with the momentum gets to the stripe first, holding on to it as we're on the 97th lap of this 100-lap segment.
Fensler would like to get by Steve Wallace because that would move him up to the 8th position, which means he would start on the outside on the restart, but we're just a couple laps away from this first intermission.
NASCAR will let the spotters know, and they will throw the caution when they've decided to have the first break. They've told them at or near lap 100. We're on lap 99 now. Haraka to the inside, Fensler in the middle, and Wallace on the outside. Wallace now in front of Fensler. Haraka still trying that lower line as we're on lap 100.
Well, Haraka able to get by Fensler. Fensler's going to fight back on the outside. We may be getting the caution next time by for the leader.
Flagman has grabbed the yellow flag. Getting ready to end this first segment of the NASCAR Toyota All-Star Showdown.
They just completed 100 laps. They did not get the caution.
On lap 101. Field spread out all the way around this half-mile racetrack.
Steve Wallace able to get by.
Caution.
They just took the yellow flag. That ends the first segment. Toyota All-Star Showdown. Gone 101 laps. Derek Thorne led all 101. He was a dominant car in this first segment.
The brake guys,
they will have
22, Craig Rodman, the crew chief, just told me they have the oil leak fixed. That's just oil burning off the car. It continues to go forward.
I would say the same thing, but
Personally second ace. Charge toward the front. Contact
Oh.
with your leader. Derek Thorne gets into the 12.
Oh.
Rocca goes around. The caution flag comes out.
Mayhew with hard contact to the inside wall. Chad Boats involved. Fensler, Taylor Worley. Steve Wallace gets stopped.
So Derek Thorne in the 44 gets into the rear quarter panel of the 12 of Haraka. He goes around. Your race leader gets spud as we're closing in on the last 20 laps of this race, and they stop the field in turn 3.
Look at all the damage to David Mayhew's
Doesn't
car.
look quite as good.
He might have to fix it a little bit. But what a horrible break for Chad Boat. He was running up in the 6th or 7th position. Jason Fensler, after being involved in an incident earlier while battling for second, made his way back up into the top 10.
They stop the field once again. Persley will be scored your race leader. Let's take a look at what just took place.
Here they go down into turn number 3. See Thorne go to the inside. There's Paulie Araka. Thorne slides up the racetrack, makes contact with the left rear of Paulie.
Oh.
Greg Persley's able to avoid it. DJ Kennington also avoids it, comes through in 4th. Travis Pastrana avoids it. Johnny Borneman. There's another view of it. There's the contact right there. Greg Persley's on the inside. He's going to drive by. There goes Thorne. See David Mayhew with hard contact to the inside wall.
Jason Bowles was able to clear it. Pastrana currently scored in 9th. Right along with
We are this yellow car.
There's the contact up there right in front of Steve Wallace.
Oh. No place to go.
Nowhere to go. He makes
Nowhere to
contact
go
with
for
Chad
Jason
Boat.
either. Great run back to the front, though.
Pastrana when all of this happened in front of him.
Good drive,
Job
Travis.
avoiding an incident.
And we finished 29th.